Hello, everyone. I'm glad to welcome you to our webinar. My name is Eugene from IBA Group. Over decades, we've been helping our clients gain deep insights, automate processes, cut operational costs, improve decision making, and drive innovation into a data driven business environment. Before we start, I would like to invite you to share your thoughts and ask questions in the comments section below this video, as here with us today our experts from the data management team. Alex, Delivery Manager for Data Management Migration to Cloud Service. Natalia, Data Team Lead. Anastasia, Head of BI Department. Tatiana, Solution Architect, Advanced Analytics Service. Our webinar is for people who understand the basic concepts of data management technologies and feel uncertainty about the reliability of current solutions, have issues with predicting the outcomes of innovations, believe in a data-driven culture, see innovations as part of the cultural company code, would like to maximize the data potential of their businesses to sell more products and services. And finally, for those who have a need for scaling and cost reduction. If you recognize yourself in any of these points, then this webinar is for you. Before we dive into today's session, I want to give you some more information about IBA Group. IBA was founded 30 years ago as a joint enterprise with IBM. Now, IBA Group has a presence in 15 countries and a large set of customers worldwide. Through the years, we have developed engineering excellence in data management services and now have 360-degree expertise in this field. Our expertise encompasses cutting-edge modern data lake and warehouse services designed to transform datasets into clear, actionable insights. We have streamlined the journey from traditional systems to cloud-based environments with our tailored data management solutions to cloud migration service. This is built from a wide array of tools and best practices and is designed to optimize infrastructure costs and address limitations imposed by legacy systems and other on-premise constraints. Our proficiency extends to the business intelligence for financial analytics service, which empowers organizations to bring a new dimension to financial decision-making, offering advanced data extraction, agile transformation procedures, dynamic report generation, and intuitive dashboards. Furthermore, IBA Group's expertise in predictive modeling and risk analysis aims to catalyze your journey towards data-driven decision-making and meaningful foresight for revenue growth. Before we dive into today's session, I want to give you a sneak peek into what you can expect. We want to share with you the story of our partner who achieved a data revolution in just over half a year, exceeding their wildest expectations. We are particularly proud to have played a role in assisting them with this achievement. Our client realized that their company was sitting on the mountains of data and wanted to mine, analyze, and use it to benefit their business. Together with our client, we embarked on a journey that took us from cloud migration and rethinking their data architecture to actionable insights and building predictive models that consider all operational costs, implementing the tools to manage the data effectively. This is not just a success story. It's a blueprint for what is possible when you harness the power of data in the right way. So if you're ready to learn how you can do the same for your business, stay tuned. This webinar is going to be a game changer. Stay with us to redefine your approach to data and analytics in the cloud era. Stop living in data chaos and make your data work for you. Now a few words about our customer. Today we're diving into the story of an enterprise in the field of infrastructure modernization and management services. While we cannot disclose the company's name due to NDA constraints, our focus remains on the transformative technological journey they undertook. The company's data cloud journey is marked by significant decisions and transformations, one of which is its strong intention to transition from IBM products and migration to Azure Cloud. Moreover, the company recently acquired a new company in a similar business domain to diversify and enrich its portfolio, venturing into new areas of business and expertise. We know that the cloud is becoming a dominant expense line item as organizations scale adoption across their enterprises. But at the same time, the cloud is the key to extreme flexibility in the areas of data management resources and scalability on demand. It also enables a pay as you go model that can be adjusted to meet business demand as never before. The cloud has democratized access to technology, and there are offerings that cover every possible customer need, from multiple architectures to varying services and performance levels. This explosion of choice can cause costs to spiral out of control when not managed with shared accountability across a business. That is why we recommend that our clients start their cloud journey with an infrastructure assessment so they can maximize the value of the cloud. Our technology experts and enterprise architects focus on your specific requirements and desired outcomes of the data migration. Together, we built a roadmap that meets your exact needs and, as a baseline, includes analysis and recommendations according to the cost advantages and disadvantages of different solutions. Ideas for optimizing your solution in the new stack. It may require replatforming, refactoring, or replacing along with the architecture changes. Services consumed by the applications, security and compliance requirements, business risks during the migration process, and opportunities for business innovation due to the implementation of predictive modeling and analytics. And we offer you this assessment report for free. Stay tuned to know how to get it. We will share the details in the end of this webinar. Now let's take a closer look at how we've supported our client on the path from data chaos to business insights. As our client acquired a new company in a similar but new business domain, there were a number of issues to resolve throughout the data management process with the move to Azure. The overall infrastructure solution for data management within, in fact, two companies, which was extremely expensive and required license renewals from a wide range of vendors. Limitations in scaling the legacy infrastructure to accommodate growing data processing requirements. Cost of scaling hardware, which was too high. Infrastructure specific knowledge, slow onboarding of engineers to the new technology stack. Long manual cycle of report and development. The need to integrate new data sources into common system of financial reporting. The need to analyze business metrics of a new business unit. Siloed data stack, there was no single point of truth. And finally, the data landscape wasn't ready for predictive analytics. The issue became extremely important when the client acquired a new company in a related but different business area. This acquisition made it essential to upgrade data systems for better integration and analytics capabilities. The existing setup included AIX and Linux service hosting as CUDA web applications. These applications leveraged WebSphere for running Java services, DB2 as a data warehouse, data stage for data loading from various sources, and finally Cognos BI for reporting and visualization. To address the client's challenges, our expert team formulated a comprehensive migration plan that included the replacement of IBM's DB2 with Azure, Data Stage with Synapse Analytics, and WebSphere with a set of microservices. This approach ensured a smooth transition, allowing the client to maintain essential functionalities while embracing the benefits of Azure's cutting-edge services. This comprehensive plan aimed not only to address the immediate challenges but also to future-proof the company's data management capabilities. Let's dive into the details now. I will give the floor to Alex, who will take you deeper into the migration process. Enjoy.
Eugene, thank you for that overview. Now let's get into the specifics. Our journey with the client started when they approached us with a request to assist them in the process of choosing a cloud platform. During this phase, the client conducted a thorough evaluation of Azure, AWS, and GCP. Together, we decided that Azure is the optimal choice due to its seamless integration with SAP, what was a critical requirement for the client as various data sources were going to be replaced by SAP. Furthermore, with Microsoft, the client gained access to a comprehensive ecosystem that helps with the integration of storage and search engine and extend their cost benefits by offering a discount on Azure services. Essentially, the client received a fully integrated suite of services within the Azure platform. After thorough analysis of the customer requirements, we presented them with two options for the migration scenario. We realized that we don't live in ideal world. So to ensure seamless migration, even if Azure infrastructure provisioning is delayed, the first option was a direct migration of VMs into Azure Cloud for 1 year. This approach would reduce amount of development work needed in the initial stages, but it would necessitate acquiring licenses for DB2, WebSphere, and DataStage. The second option we presented involved a more comprehensive shift, moving to cloud technologies. This meant replacing DB2 with Azure solutions, transitioning from DataStage to Synapse, and substituting WebSphere with a set of microservices. This solution demanded a great investment in development in the initial stages, and it also required us to quickly react and find interim solutions in case Azure infrastructure provisioning was delayed. Nevertheless, the second option was selected by the client. Aware of the risk, we made sure to have a plan ready in case there was any delay in setting up the Azure infrastructure, and this turned out to be a wise decision. So we would not be limited with training account inside the company. We started using Docker, so each developer could launch the required part of the system locally. This way, we made sure that the code we developed worked. As there were many code changes, we wanted to make sure that the new system ran in the same way as the old one did. So we developed unit tests. The test coverage grew from 0 to greater than 80%. The only part that could not be launched inside the Docker and unit tested was Synapse jobs. For this reason, we had to start the development inside the training account, and then we moved them into regular account by tuning Synapse synchronization with GitHub. So as you see, we successfully resolved this case. The fact that we took this risk into account during the evaluation stage ensured that we could continue our operations without any interruptions or delays and saved one of the most valuable resources for the business, time. That is why we recommend to entrust your cloud migration journey to a team of experienced engineering experts. Tackle your project challenges head-on with our comprehensive preliminary assessment, offered to you completely free of charge. This assessment is not just a technical evaluation, it's a strategic step towards success. And the best part, we offer expertise and peace of mind that comes with our professional guidance, all at no cost to you, regardless of whether you choose us for your cloud migration needs. Now, let's move forward. Various data sources were replaced by SAP. We created the new set of data loads and enabled the loads from the old sources and from SAP to work simultaneously, with the possibility of switching the load part by part from one side to another. To ensure seamless migration, we supported both the old data sources and SAP for several months. We migrated the database from DB2 to Azure SQL. All procedures and their syntax were adjusted to Azure SQL dialect. The project environment posed significant challenges. Navigating through our project, we encountered a documentation shortfall regarding the identity provider, compounded by an overbounded support team. We dynamically adjusted our solution and successfully managed what would otherwise be pervasive uncertainty, as we had a clear plan around which services would be optimal for procurement. Migration to Azure was not just a strategic decision that met the technical needs of the client, but also provided a significant economic advantage to them. The migration to Azure resulted in our client achieving approximately 35% total cost of ownership savings. This significant cost reduction was achieved through the replacement of on-premises data centers with hyperscale locations, retiring legacy components, and the optimization of ETL pipelines, resulting in 25x increase in speed. The cloud migration project was successfully completed in 5.5 months. This achievement is particularly notable considering the client's initial expectation that cloud migration projects tend to be very lengthy. Efficient management and precise planning enabled the acceleration of the process. Now, to shed light on another vital aspect of our case, Natalia will take over to explain how we are building and integrating after our data warehousing and data lake systems. This is a crucial step to how we handle and use data as part of our solution.
Thank you for passing the next stage to me. As we transition from the migration process to the development of our data warehousing and data lake systems, a crucial aspect to understand in any migration project is that it's not just a task of moving data or pipelines from one environment to another. It's an opportunity to develop new ideas for optimizing and enhancing the solutions within the new technology stack. The chosen solution and services should allow for the following: data growth, extension of users' usage, storage optimization for cost and performance benefits, integration of new sources, structural and unstructural, data quality and governance improvement, data shared for advanced analytics, machine learning and BI technology, adopting scalable architecture, and reducing value delivery cost. Despite the fact that today's cloud technology are booming and seems like the go-to solution for everything, we strongly recommend starting with a rethink of your current data architecture. You see, what worked in the past might be not the best fit for your current and future business needs. Jumping straight into migration might not always be the wisest move by default. It's crucial to tailor your approach to what your business really needs rather than following the tech trends of the moment. As our clients needed to resolve problems with data inconsistency and quality to ensure a reliable decision-making process, initially, building a data warehouse layer was chosen as the optimal way for their existing solution. We believe that success of the migration process is based on thorough planning. So we conducted a detailed review of the migration plan considering the version of database and software used, the size and the number of schemas and data objects, unique data types and SQL database code that was a part of the application tier, the potential growth and diversity of the data sources, the identification of opportunities for automation, and analysis of existing data consistency issues. Taking into account customized approaches based on the experience and the deep expertise of our data team, we also should highlight that Microsoft offers various tools and resources to assist in migration, including data workload assessment models and database comparison utilities, which significantly simplify the task. Here is a methodology that we follow when we talk about building a new data solution or data migration project. As you can see, the development itself is just one phase, and it preceded by a sequence of planning steps. The initial discovery phase lays the foundation through detailed infrastructure audits and consultations. The subsequent assessment phase involves expert planning, encompassing scope, risk, and solution proposals. We also propose an optional pilot phase to prove our ideas and establish trust with new clients. Finally, the extension and support phase embodies the agile principle of continuous improvement, focusing on evolving the solution with new features and adjustments based on feedback and changing requirements. We recommend our clients to start the optimization of their data architecture with our free infrastructure assessment consultation for data lake and warehouse solution. This specialized service involves an in-depth evaluation of your existing data systems, followed by tailored technical interview. Based on your unique needs, we provide strategic insights and recommendations to enhance data consolidation, storage, and analytics. As a result, you get a customized document outlining actionable steps for data management improvements. For the current project, the assessment revealed the following. Our clients already had data warehouse solution, but it could not scale at the rate required by the business. Data pipelines were owned and operated under different departments. Multiple disparate systems created data redundancy and inconsistencies, making it really hard to extract a single source of truth. The sequential ETL processes cause delays in data provision, ultimately leading to departments working with incorrect or out-of-date data. There were opportunities to store data in a more cost-efficient and high-performing manner. Data quality measures had been implemented, but not in a proper manner and not following standard guidelines. Data access restrictions were needed. Data pipelines which connected data consuming applications and reports to the data warehouse were not developed in the way to maximize performance. 3 terabytes of raw data in the source systems plus 1 terabyte data growth per year. Transforming the data landscape was based on data lakehouse paradigm. We combined elements of data lakes and warehouses, focusing on managing structured and unstructured data. It allowed us to cover a variety of data formats and was compatible with ML and AI when processing unstructured data, text, images, or videos. But there are precisely the types of data that a data warehouse is not optimized for. However, Complex analytics required for BI reporting can be handled in data warehouse easily. A common approach is to use multiple systems, a data lake and a warehouse in one project. This solution opens great possibilities for future integration. So, then we define the scope. What elements of the DB2 database need to be migrated to Azure SQL? Data, schema, stored procedure, user roles, and other database objects. We designed the repository for raw data in a variety of formats. We developed data flow mapping to maintain the accuracy and integration of the data during the migration process. To facilitate the data transformation process, we need to ensure that the data is compatible with Azure SQL standards. We implemented a data quality system to raise data trust and credibility. To protect sensible information, we implemented data masking for personally identifiable data based on access level. We designed ETL process to integrate all data into the global Lakehouse platform. We made sure that the cloud-based solution was compatible with other business tools and systems used in different departments, which was crucial for holistic business operation. In fact, the new architecture not only enhanced the client's current project with multiple improvements, but also laid a strong foundation for forthcoming expansion and system integration. Now, I'll hand over to my colleague Anastasia, who will take you through the next critical phase of our journey, the integration of business intelligence. This part of our project is not just a technical migration, it's a strategic move designed to bring a new dimension to decision making. Thank you. Let's hear more about this transformative step.
Natalia, thank you for setting the stage, as every business is a data business. The cloud's ability to scale economically means it can handle a huge amount of data and power the rapid insights needed to help organizations shift from reactive to proactive operations. As we delve into the business intelligence integration, it's important to understand that our entire cloud migration and data warehouse construction are driven by specific business goals. What were the business goals? Our client needed a tool for operational decision making that could simultaneously allow for the managing of access privileges among diverse business units. As the integration of financial reporting for multiple organizations was required, the previously manual cycle of reporting development used to take no less than a week. This process involved an analyst dedicating at least 8 hours of work time to preparation, data generation, consolidation, and formula verification. Furthermore, when information was required in a new format, additional time was needed. So we developed a new financial reports tailored to meet the specific requirements of business and to migrate reports from IBM Cognos Analytics to Microsoft Power BI as is, and reduce report generation time, which took from 1 to 3 minutes. Our goal was to leverage the capabilities of Microsoft Power BI to not only replicate but also improve the report generation process. In the beginning of the project, before the migration, in collaboration with the client, we determined which reports were relevant for the business, their priority for transfer, and which ones could be moved to the cloud versus those that needed to be migrated on-premise, in our cases, to a Power BI server, due to high confidentiality of the data. We also assessed the capabilities and limitations of the new tools and report models. To ensure the continuity of business operations and minimize risks, we parallelized the migration process with the migration of data sources. Development was carried out in Power BI Desktop, which was configured to the old data sources in DB2. This approach not only accelerated the migration, but also added a level of agility to the project. It now allows the team to adapt and pivot as needed based on real-time insights gained from multiple ongoing processes. We kept the data structures, so as we migrate, the Power BI report got the data from the new migrated tables. A critical part of our development process involved identifying alternatives for functionalities that couldn't be directly replicated when moving from IBM to Microsoft technologies. This was especially true for filter functionalities. Following the successful transition for all reports to Power BI, our next venture was the development of new financial reports. So, over a span of 2 months, Following the audit, the client came to the understanding that they could eliminate 20% of their reports, and we successfully migrated the remaining 60 reports in Power BI. Second, report time generation was reduced by 36 times from 3 minutes to 5 seconds. To achieve these results for reports built on large tables with detailed data, we utilized the direct query method. This approach ensures real-time data accuracy and relevance. Third, we also developed 5 new interactive financial dashboards. This innovative step not only enhanced the visualization, but also improved the interactive experience for users, enabling more effective financial analysis and decision making. As a result of these new reports, leaders are now equipped to receive daily insights instead of weekly insights into key metrics and explore areas requiring attention in greater detail. Fourth, a significant portion of the reports were published in Power BI service, utilizing cloud resources for data storage instead of relying on internal systems. This not only optimized our data storage strategy, but also harnessed the power of cloud computing for better efficiency and scalability. We also published a portion of the report on Power BI server to maintain the confidentiality of sensitive information. This dual approach of using both the Power BI service and server ensured that the data handling was both secure and effective. Fifth, we were able to parallelize the report migration process with the data source migration. This strategic element meant that once data migration and verification were completed, we simply switched the report settings to the new data sources. This alignment was not just about efficiency, it dramatically shortened the overall migration period. Now, we'd like to showcase a typical financial dashboard that we create for our clients. Due to non-disclosure agreements, we can't show a real client dashboard, or else we'd have to mask every figure. However, we are excited to give you an understanding of how valuable dashboard can be. A dashboard offers a comprehensive view of key financial indicators like revenue, profit, expenses, and net income, providing executives with a quick snapshot of their company's financial health. It visualizes income and expenses trends, helping to grasp current patterns and future directions. Key features include calculating growth rates for revenue and profit, forecasting revenue, and aggregating data across departments and products. It displays KPIs such as net profit margin and revenue vs goal. The dashboard also allows dynamically filtering by time, departments, or other parameters and offers detailed drill-down capabilities for in-depth financial analysis. These dashboards are more than reporting tools. They are powerful solutions for efficient business management, enabling leaders to respond quickly to changes, optimize processes, and enhance overall productivity. Now, to take our discussion further and explore how we can predict and shape the future rather than just understand the present, I'm excited to hand over to my colleague Tatiana, who will delve into the world of building predictive models.
Anastasia, thank you for that essential overview of BI integration. Let's move further. Predictive analytics refer to use statistical algorithm, data mining, machine learning, and predictive modeling to analyze historical and transactional data to forecast future outcomes. It enables businesses to leverage a better plan, anticipate, and achieve outcomes. As you remember, our client recently acquired a new company in the same industry to expand their business. But these expansions brought challenges, like merging different systems and controlling expenses. Let's dive deeper to see what challenges they faced. First, they required the integration and optimization of operation expenses and the rapid identification and elimination of excessive or inefficient costs. The second, there were two distinct systems of accounting and management, which created financial data disparity, headaches, and a lot of manual effort involved in aligning financial metrics for reporting purposes.
Our client also wanted to swiftly identify opportunities for saving and operational expenses, enhancing the management of business processes and resources. This was particularly crucial during the initial phase of business integration and restructuring, which was the primary focus of their attention. At this stage of business integration and restructuring, predictive analytics was the key to achieving these objectives. The efficiency ratio is the key performance indicator for business when measuring cost efficiency and profitability. It can be forecasted using historical data and future assumptions about a business's incomes and expenses. The formula for calculating the efficiency ratio is the efficiency ratio equal non-interest and operating costs divided on the results of net interest in income plus non-interest in income and minus provision for credit losses, where non-interest and operation costs are the total expenses related to the business's daily functions, excluding any costs related to interest. Our model took into account expenses from both companies for salaries, equipment, and software, marketing, customer support, as well as administrative expenses, legal services, recruiting services, insurance, and other. Net interest and income is the difference between a business's revenue gained from its interest-bearing assets and the expenses related to its own interest-bearing liabilities. In this case, we took into account the expenses related to borrowed funds that the company had used for acquiring the new company. Non-interest income can come from other divisions. Here, we accounted from income from reselling a significant portion of equipment and hosting data services due to migration to the cloud. We also included income from selling licenses to third-party entities that didn't have such an extensive presence in the region. Provision for credit losses is a deduction intended to serve as a conservative estimate of the potential losses that a company could incur from the default risk of borrowers. In this case, for our client, this included long term contract debts, potential losses related to defaults of companies purchasing hosting services from them, and the risk of default or project failures associated with the investment in the small startups. Before we proceed further, I'd like to take a moment to focus a specific aspect of such project, the source and format of the data we worked with. It's important to you to understand that the initial state of data isn't as crucial as you might think. Whether your data is neatly organized or comes in a variety of forms like Excel sheets with categories marked in different colors, our team is equipped to handle it. In our current case, the data was files in network directories as text in various formats with data of administrative expenses. Unstructured files contain text of contracts. Excel files with data manually collected by staff from various internal automated systems regarding long-term contract debts, potential losses related to defaults, and the risk of defaults or project failures. Reference data files including metadata for reference data. The metadata for the reference data included details of the time period on which data were collected and the dimensionality of the data, that is, the units of measurement associated with the data being collected, and the relationships between the units of the measurement. This made it possible to accurately compare and analyze hardware and software information from different time periods and the data from DB2 databases. So, the most interesting parts is what insights came from the businesses and how the predictive model can be used to improve the businesses. As a result, our client received a tool that first streamlines cost reduction, helps to effectively find and reduce specific cost items which is most impactful and important for this business. Unlock cost saving opportunities. We identified a significant potential for cost savings by transitioning certain services to suppliers from the acquired company. Third, facilitate strategic investment planning. The customer developed an annual investment plan by allocating funds to different areas. This plan allowed them to cover all payments for the loan take to acquire the new company and to ensure a balanced distribution of resources, save talent from the newly acquired company, and avoid significant layoffs. Integrates financial systems. Most importantly, they managed to integrate two entirely different financial accounting systems. This integration is a testament to the adaptability and scalability of predictive model, proven that even the most complex financial landscape can be navigated with the right analytical tool. So in our work, we found some really valuable insight, but as usual, we can't share the exact details due their sensitivity. Today, though, we can give you a peek at what we learned with the predictive analytics. One key thing our model does consider how cost assets of equipment change when we look at important financial numbers. We've discovered that there is a correlation about 65% between the costs and our financial key indicator. Sometimes the cost of assets went up unusually without matching increasing the company's money. This again shows how our model help us see the deeper story between the numbers. With this, we conclude our comprehensive coverage on this case study. Thank you for joining us today. Through this session, my colleagues have promised to share how to get an infrastructure assessment to build a migration roadmap and architecture plan tailored to your unique needs, all at no cost. Eugene will now tell you more about the exciting opportunity and how you can take advantage of it.
Thanks for joining us. We hope you found this discussion informative and valuable for your organization's data management efforts. As a bonus, we would like to offer you a no-charge infrastructure assessment to maximize the value of data management in the cloud. Invest 1 hour of your time and get a roadmap for your data approach from our technology experts and enterprise architects. The process includes two important steps. Discovery or input will require the client's involvement for a technical interview. Assessment is output. As a result, you will get a customized document outlining actionable steps for data improvement, including technology and high level architecture recommendations, optimization tips, and an assessment of risks. What will you find inside? You will get a clear breakdown of what the project needs in terms of resources and costs, along with options that suit various budget requirements. This approach allows you to make informed decisions that align with your financial plan and business goals. Ideas for optimizing the solution in the new stack. It may require replatforming, refactoring, or replacing and architecture changes. Recommendations to enhance data consolidation, storage, and analytics. Security and compliance requirements and recommendations, as moving to the cloud requires a different security approach than on-premise infrastructure. List of technical risks during the migration. List of opportunities for business innovation due to the implementation of predictive modeling and analytics. Simply scan the QR code on your screen or click the button in the follow-up email that we will send out shortly to get started. We encourage you to take advantage of these opportunities for your business to cut unnecessary costs and save time, and to explore the cutting-edge possibilities of cloud computing before making investment decisions. Ordering a migration roadmap or a micro-assessment will be completely free and does not oblige you to cooperate further with us. As your cloud data management implementation partner, we see the necessity for businesses to refocus from aggressive growth to maintaining a healthy balance as never before. Companies are reassessing their plans to ensure that their tech spend and investments directly support or drive business outcomes. There is an emphasis on achieving more with less, aligning technology adoption with specific business goals, and ensuring that investments in technology contribute positively to the company's bottom line. This approach can be particularly effective if the decisions are data driven and well considered. We suggest investing in precise decision making mechanisms. This has been effectively demonstrated as part of this webinar by one of our clients who calculated the efficiency ratio for their business, showcasing the benefits of informed and data backed decision making in enhancing operational efficiency and contributing to financial success. Thank you so much for visiting this webinar. We look forward to helping you in your data management journey. Leave your questions under this video, or even better, write to us directly at info@ibagroup.com.